Howdy, howdy. What's going on? Hang on.
I,
I'm trying to do shit.
yeah, I was
We're
just
doing
frozen
shit.
at I was just frozen at 24 for like that whole time.
Live and recording. We're
Yeah, I don't know
45
what's
seconds in this. Mm, 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 mm,
Hang
mm,
on a second,
mm.
boys and
Yeah,
girls.
let's hit our heads together, dude.
Oh, I gotta
Oh,
go.
you're that way?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
Let me lay my head on your shoulder.
Aw,
Aw.
God damn it, boy.
Oh, let's go, dude.
Let's
See
go.
how it gets when we're together for real.
Yeah, some mooches.
When we went to that game convention, he didn't even feel me slide into his bed.
What the fuck?
I curled up right behind the back of his knees like a dog.
You're good. It's still counting down at 4 seconds, so no one can see shit yet.
I don't know about that.
Just kidding. We can see each other.
I was going to say, I thought so, dude.
All right, we're good. All right. Welcome in. I'm gonna wait for a little bit here to try to get some folks in here.
By the way, Dan, I ended up not buying that booster box.
Oh, I didn't know if you had like for sure made up your mind, but
not yet. Still mulling it over, dude.
You're gonna get some more what is it, Lorcana?
Lorcana. If
Lorcana.
You say Canna
one more time.
I do want to know, like,
can I say Lorcana?
This isn't an anime podcast, so like I am curious about sports cards and like which ones do you open? What boxes and what packs do you go for? Well, like people buy the new ones, even like the trying to get the one of ones and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
It's like it's like comics, though. I mean, 99.9% of what comes out right now that's modern is worth less than the paper it's printed or the material it's printed on.
Interesting. I don't know if that's true though.
I feel like it is.
Just like today, it has to be probably the special ones, right? The rare.
Yeah, like you said, the one of ones, but those are probably one in, like one of
right. Those are worth quite a bit, but like the one of 100s and like the
cards or some shit.
Game worn jerseys and all those kind of stuff. There's got to be a ton of like rookie cards are obviously probably huge, but
yeah,
that's one I just don't know about.
Yeah, you're a rookie card though, because you're special.
Oh,
fucking rookie.
Thanks, dude.
No, I was thinking you're special.
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
I got a haircut tomorrow. Let's go.
Let's go, boys. Cut it all off. You won't.
I thought about it, but it ain't gonna be pretty if I do that.
Yeah, it will, dude.
Not like you.
You don't know.
You should shave your head and your entire face. Just like go.
No.
Scare your daughter. Scare your daughter and wife.
I don't know the last time that I haven't had a beard.
Well, okay, so I just cut this old boy on a 4 today. Thought the 4 was gonna be a good length. It'd be all right. It just, I mean, obviously you see it's pretty low. Why is everything so backwards? But yeah, I don't like it. But we'll be all right. And then the mustache was fucking cruising down here. I was like, oh yeah, but I trimmed it up a little bit, trying to look, trying to look pretty nice. Trying to look
nice. For the holidays. Yeah.
The holidays coming up. You never know when pictures will be taken while you're smacking turkeys.
Less shit on your face, less things to get in the way while you're plowing through a plate of food. Yeah,
no doubt. Well, people are starting to roll in now, so welcome in, guys. We're going to be live tonight because why not? Why not just be live and hang out with y'all? So
let's go.
College football, they just got done with their college football rankings and their bracket, so we'll just jump right into that right away to get rolling on that. Let me share my screen here so we can get this pulled up. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. All right. So this is your playoff rankings. I don't think it's very different from what I guess last week was. So
Arizona State, maybe?
Arizona State. So they're saying Arizona State's going to be the Big 12's winner of the Big 12, but they're lower ranked right now than Boise State is, so they get to 4th. They get the bye week. Right now, Boise State's ranked higher than Arizona State is. So your 4 automatic bids, no matter what, pretty much. Well, not pretty much, but your 4 bye week bids: Boise State, Oregon, Miami, Texas. There's some big games coming up. Texas plays Texas A&M, and that could be for the big SEC championship. So whoever wins that could end up getting into there, which could be baller. It'll be a hell of a game this weekend to watch that. Miami, they have to beat SMU pretty much to get through. What does that do with SMU and or Miami if one of those teams loses? There's just a lot of things going on. So I guess Jordan, go ahead and run through kind of what your thoughts are, and well, I guess what's your thoughts on what this shows right now? Like, what was this bracket giving us?
Yeah, no, it's showing. Honestly, it looks pretty spot on. If I'm gonna be honest with you, and the only thing that's gonna change is when the conference championship games actually happen. Right, that's when you're gonna get your for sure locked in people, and then that's when everything else is gonna kind of go from there. Arizona State, I don't know. We'll see if BYU and then play. What that Big 12 championship game looks like. So that's I'm curious what's going to happen there. The Texas, Miami, Oregon, Boise State all looks 100%. We are going to get that close game, Oregon, Ohio State again in the Big 10 championship, it looks like. And then everything else just kind of looks spot on, man. But I don't have any issues with it, to be honest with you. I don't have a ton. But I think there's going to be some SEC people who are going to be a little bit upset. But that's to be expected when you guys just beat the shit out of each other. So
yeah,
Big Ten was kind of doing that, but not to the extent that they are. So I don't know. We'll see. This looks good though. This really does. I like the way this bracket's kind of laid out. No real surprises either.
No, Dan, what are your thoughts? Do you have anything else to add to that? I mean,
just happy to see Indiana State in there.
Yeah,
Indiana State. Yeah, the state of Indiana representing hardcore. Look at that. But, hey, I thought Indiana was a basketball school, or Indiana was a basketball state. What's up?
Not
we playing football. We playing football. What's going on? I love it. I'll absolutely love it. Damn. So okay, so let's walk through the home games, right? Notre Dame will host if it ended right now, whatever. Notre Dame would host SMU, which would be a fucking sweet game. In December. Texas team SMU coming up from Texas in the South. They got the warmth and all that fun stuff, and then you have to go play Notre Dame Stadium. And I hope it fucking snows. I hope it fucking snows, and it'd be crazy as hell. Penn State hosting Indiana would be fucking awesome, just because they don't play anymore. There's no more divisions in the Big 10, so it'd be really, really sweet to see them two duke it out to see who's a better squad. Nice. And hopefully it'll be a night game. That'd be really cool.
You have no other games. Why wouldn't it be? Right? You know what I mean? Don't do that.
Fucking game.
Is it on Fox? Because if it's on Fox, it won't be a night game.
Don't give them that game.
Yeah,
it's not a Big 10 game. This is a college football playoff game.
There you go.
Fox will put it on at 9 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah, you gotta watch it before. It's like watching the over the seas NFL game.
Yeah. Oh,
shit. And then you got Georgia as of now would host Tennessee. Man, that SEC championship is just gonna. There's so many different variables that go into that, and it's just crazy. Tennessee's kind of liking it though. They get their first round bye pretty much again, even though they're playing the first round, but they don't have to play the championship. If they play the championship, they lose, they're out. They're not going to make the playoffs, so they're kind of sitting at a nice spot. Ohio State, the Horseshoe host Arizona State. It's like a good job. I'm glad you guys made it to the playoffs, but Ohio State's going to beat the shit out of you. Whoever they play at that 12 seed, like I kind of feel bad for.
Yeah.
But I mean, hell, that's probably like the only game that wouldn't be interesting in this whole thing, honestly.
I don't know, man. You can be caught off guard with some of these teams, though, right? You know what I mean? That's what the exciting part of college football is. You can always hope for an upset, and that's what's kind of cool about this too, because you didn't really call them upsets when you had the 4-team playoff, just because they're the top 4 teams in the country. So this kind of brings a little bit more like we mentioned it before, college basketball atmosphere to this, which is going to be kind of cool. When a 16 upsets a 1 seed or a 15 upsets a 2 seed, right? So that's going to be that's kind of how I would feel if Arizona State beat Ohio State. That'd be like a 15. It'd be
like the Memphises or the VCUs or Wichita State when they had a run for a couple years. Like, it's like, damn, like, look at that. They're beating a bigger school. Like,
For
so
sure.
yeah, it's going to be sweet regardless. I'm pretty pumped about the playoffs just because, like, right here, we got 3 games that are going to be in the North and only 1 in the South in the first round. So, like, it's just going to be so cool to see how they react, man. See how they react to the environment, colder weather, and things like that. Because I know a lot of people that are, live in the South, and they, 40 degrees comes around and they're about to die. Like, they might not live the next day. So can imagine beating the shit out of each other in 40-degree weather or lower, probably lower in December as we're getting ready to come up through a hell of a cold front coming up this weekend. Because weather Zach out here, Dan, getting after it, making sure I pay attention to that.
And
so
sure you had your weather control center going up in your office today.
I did actually. Yeah, he uploaded a new video today, so I had to check it out, make sure everything's good to go. He's talking about the Northeast in a Southwest Michigan.
A nor'easter coming, or what we got? What's
a lot of cold air, air coming down from Canada and across the Rockies at the same time, kind of pressing into the jet stream and could cause a hell of a lot of lake effect snow coming off of Lake Michigan. It's most likely you guys won't be affected, but my house will be fucking 18 inches of snow most likely. So pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
Let's go.
So we let's talk about this week and I will kind of segue into how, I guess, will a 3-loss team make the playoffs? I feel like there's a couple scenarios where it could happen. And that going back to the Texas A&M, let's say hypothetically Texas A&M wins that game, they're in the SEC championship. They're going to play, and if they win that game, they're a 3-seed or they're a 3-loss team, and they're going to make the playoffs because they're the SEC championship. So, like, there's a lot of different things that could happen. You can see a 3-loss team, which, I mean, a lot of people will shake a stick at and say there's no 3-loss teams deserve to make it, blah blah blah. But with Alabama, Ole Miss, who else? I mean, in Tennessee's a potential. They could possibly be a 3-loss team. There's a lot of 3-loss teams out here that are still good football teams. They've been beating the shit out of each other. So, Dan, do you think a 3-loss team should make the college football playoff as it stands like today? Like if it was right now?
I mean, I don't think they should, but I mean, the way that things are set up because of conference championships, because of those, I mean, like, then yeah, I mean, right? Like if it says this slot goes to this, whoever wins this thing, then I mean, that is what it is, but I don't really think that gives us the true breakdown of the best teams, right? Like playing for those spots. But, like it's sometimes that's going to be the argument forever, right? That'll be the debate about, you play in this conference, that's the benefit, that's the downside, so on and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's no conference right now is really hurting Notre Dame. I'm telling you what. Well, not really, because they're hosting a playoff game, which is badass, but
yeah, exactly.
They're hosting a playoff game, which is sweet, great for the school. But in all reality, I mean, one hiccup, other than the one hiccup they already have on their resume, you're out. Like if they lose this weekend, USC, which could happen because USC has some fucking dogs. I mean, they played Penn State tight this year. They played Michigan tight. They play a lot of teams tight. Well, Michigan's not shit anymore, but they play a lot of teams tight, which could happen this upcoming weekend, in Notre Dame. So they have to play balls out, and they've been doing that. So, they can get back in there. So let's jump into the game of the week from last week. Indiana goes to Ohio State. Big prove-it game for IU, trying to get in there and show them what they got. Obviously, the first quarter, it started rolling real nice. I thought, damn, here goes IU, right? They were first drive, they went down there and scored, and then a couple miscues, right? Drop snap on the punt. Fumble the snap on a punt, and it goes to a touchdown, and then they punt return for a touchdown. So the special teams really bit the team in the ass. If you take those 2 scores away, it would have been closer, I should say. But obviously, Ohio State's a good team. So, and Jordan, your Penn State native Lions found that out pretty quickly. I think that Ohio State's not a walk through town.
Yeah. I mean, just to point out though, this game isn't as lopsided as like the score puts off, right? So you take away those 14 points. Granted, this is football, you can't do that, but just hear me out. So you take those 2 points or those 14 points away, from that missed the fumbled punt, and then the punt return, right? So special teams which were mistakes that they haven't made all year. But I do want to say that like Indiana's defense held Ohio State to, I believe, what is the least amount of yards they've gained all season, right? In a
Yeah.
game. So that's nothing really to like squawk at because it is still and that's better than, Oregon. That's better than the Penn State, teams that they've played already before. So, so that's saying something, in my opinion. I think that's kind of the way to go about it is if you look at it a little bit deeper rather than just face value. Will Howard, they made him make a mistake. That's why you're like, okay, this is going to be a game a little bit. But they just could not. The offense really couldn't get going because their immediate response their game plan had to be changed because of the miscues on special teams, right? Allowing that punt return, that fumble, right? Those kind of things that you normally didn't see from them is what really changed the entire game plan, I think, for them as well, which kind of then just set the tone for the rest of the game. So I don't think you take away the late touchdown by Ohio State as well. That's even 21 points, right?
Which is awesome because that was definitely a fuck you.
Yeah.
Flip you off, fuck you. Like you said, I'm not tough. You said you don't like us. Watch this shit. I'm gonna run a score on your ass. I love that shit.
You take away the 21 points again. It doesn't look nearly as bad. A late touchdown that just after a garbage time, right? That's a 2-point game at that point. So it's just those kind of things that you don't think about, right? But I think Ohio State. It was more about Ohio State than it was about Indiana that game. Kind of proving like, hey, we're one of the top teams in the country.
Yeah, and IU only had 153 total yards, so that Ohio State's D-line dominated the shit out. Like if you watch the game after those 2 touchdowns they gave up right away and going into halftime, you can just almost feel like there's no way in hell IU comes out and wins this football game after half.
Right.
Like if they sucked the energy out of them, the stadium started getting excited. Like it's a tough environment, man. And that's why home football games in the first round playoffs are going to be so fucking awesome to watch.
That's why awesome. He got sacked. I mean, Curtis Rourke got sacked 5 times, and Indiana didn't have a single pressure on what seems to be, making Will Howard actually earn it.
Yep. Moving on to Alabama. I think this was almost the game of the weekend that was really surprising. Like, holy shit, man, we're going to do this right now? Absolutely gets waxed. Only scores 3 points. Oklahoma beats Alabama 24-3. Number 7 team in the country goes down. Well, they're higher than that before, but now they have a 3-loss team. They're 4-3 in the SEC. Good job, Oklahoma. I mean, good job, Oklahoma, right? I love that. They thought they were going to cakewalk through that game. A 5-5 Oklahoma team, and then they go out there and whoop that ass. So good on them. And I think a lot of people. I think IU got really lucky this week with Ole Miss and Alabama losing all in the same weekend. At the same weekend they lost, made them look a little bit nicer as only a 1 loss to an Ohio State, a number 2 team in the country. So no really surprises there, though. I mean, Alabama just can't get their offense rolling, and if they get into a shootout, they can't win because they can't rely. Their defense can't stop anybody, and they can't win the shootouts right now.
I mean, Alabama, Jalen Milroe showed who he was. The other side of the coin, kind of. You know what I mean? You could be like, hey, he's a Heisman. At least talk right before I think this week, but 3 interceptions in a clutch game where a team you probably should have beat. I mean, you can't do that. Those are mistakes that can't happen.
Yeah, it was ugly too. I mean, it was just an ugly ass loss. So,
hey
Dan, you awake over there, buddy? What you got? You doing all right?
Notes. Yeah, I'm making little notes.
I like that. Thanks, buddy. You're like our receptionist, huh? Taking care of us.
No, making sure you guys are better. You can refer to something at the end of the podcast from the beginning, and I've usually forgotten it by then. So
I like it. So what do you think Alabama? I mean, what do you think about Alabama? What do you think about that loss?
I think that they can roll Tide right out of the fucking picture and leave everybody alone for a little while.
There you go. Roll Tide and go into hibernation for a little while and just fucking chill out. Let some other people have a spot to go play ball.
Like I said, I'm always a fan of any time we have a change up from the same 4, 3, 4, 5 teams every single year, where it's almost a foregone conclusion of who's going to be in the national championship, right?
Yeah.
Well, because once it's like, okay, Illinois is not in it, right? Like, I don't have a vested interest then in it, like a team specifically. I just want what's could be a compelling, exciting game, right? And that's you got to change it up for that to happen.
Agreed. Yeah, it's definitely really annoying watching the same 4 teams. Like when Alabama and Clemson were going back and forth for like 3 years in a row. It's like,
Right.
all right, we got it, we get it. All right, you guys are good, cool, sweet. Next.
Yep.
Next.
For sure.
Miami takes care of business, which they needed to do. It was kind of tight at first, and then they blew it open after half. But again, that Miami team still scares the shit out of me, man. When I looked at the score, I think it was the second quarter. I'm like, son of a bitch, man. What's going on? What are you guys doing? You should be blowing Wake Forest out. And then they end up doing it later on. But these slow starts for Miami are going to catch them in the ass in the playoffs. I bet you that.
Yep.
You can't do that
100%.
against a good squad. Penn State comes in town. You can't start slow. Well, Penn State starts slow too, so they might.
Yep, they both do. That'd be interesting, dude.
That'd be
kind of crazy.
They
both turn it on at halftime. You're like, what the fuck?
Holy shit, we got 55 points in the fourth quarter.
What are we doing?
I love it. Ole Miss loses to Florida. Florida is on a hot streak right now. Back to back, I believe. Good quality wins, taking down ranked opponents. Trying to flip the script. DJ Lagway is a dog, man. Absolute dog. I cannot wait to see him develop at the University of Florida, and I hope they can get him some dudes around him. They beat the Ole Miss Rebels 24-17 in a game that Jackson Dart looked like absolute dog shit. He looked terrible. I was like, holy cow. We were talking about this guy in the Heisman before at one point. Florida made him look like a high school, maybe elementary freaking quarterback. So that's wild. Good for the Gators just shaking shit up. Let's just ruin their Super Bowl, right? Let's just take them out of there. Mm-hmm. I love that. And that's what this college football playoff 12-team expansion right now has really developed and turned this all into a pretty much let's ruin your fucking parade all day long. I love that. So I ain't mad about it. I ain't mad about that game. Surprising game. I saw a stat that the number 10 Georgia Bulldogs, they beat UMass 59-21, but 21 points. That's the most points scored, I guess, against Georgia. Or they had the most offensive yards or something against Georgia and this whole season or some shit like that. I had to fact check that, but I saw like a crazy stat. I'm like, holy shit! Like out of everyone they played, they've been real low scoring. So good for UMass. Hey, that's a hell. They probably got paid. They probably got paid to win or play that game. I'm assuming it's kind of like the Northern Illinois and Notre Dame situations. So, hell, you put some points on it, played with the biggest dogs in the country, one of the biggest teams in the country, and scored some points on their ass.
Except in the NIU thing or whatever, they won, right? You remember that?
Yeah, they did. They did win. Northern Illinois did win. Yeah, so I understand that. Very loud and clear. Sure. But since that loss, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish has been the best team in the country since that loss. Look at the stats. Pull them up.
Okay.
They have the number 1 defense in the country.
Okay.
And now they're outscoring their opponents 309 points.
I'm going to quote somebody I remember hearing earlier who was like, I don't know, but who did they play, right? Like, who was that? They said that about, I believe,
they can
Penn
say that
State.
about Texas,
somebody
too.
I know.
Who's Texas played?
Texas has played a bunch of people. I don't know.
All right, whatever. We're not going to argue about it.
We should.
You want to?
No, we don't have to argue.
We don't have to argue. We just debate and talk about it.
So
let's pull them up. Hang on.
I'm strength of schedule, right?
Yeah.
So Texas is 10, right? Penn State 15. Notre Dame 28th.
28th in the country.
So,
but
I get it, and I don't know how they come up with this kind of stuff, but like, strength of schedule and ratings. Yeah. So I know that I was also, there's so many other strength of schedule that you can look at though. Like when you actually go into it, everybody has their own bracket and how they figure it out. It's so weird to me, right?
Oh yeah, and there's always going to be those variables. So they're going to be all over the place.
Yeah. So you go to, I mean, you had a good point. I'm trying to find Texas here. They didn't play last week, did they?
Yeah, they played last week. They beat Kentucky.
Oh, yeah, there they are. They're there. So Texas played number 10 Michigan at the time. I mean, right.
Right.
Then they played UTSA, no. ULM, no. Mississippi State, no. I did play an 18 ranked Oklahoma. They played a 5 over top 5 Georgia team, which they lost that game. And then they played 25th ranked Vanderbilt when they were ranked. And then they play Texas A&M, who is ranked 20th this coming week. So,
okay. So a little tougher.
You know what I mean? They get the benefit of, hey, we have the SEC schedule. That's just what that is.
Yeah. So then you go to Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
On the road, number 20. Well, 20th at the time. Texas A&M win at Kyle Field, first game of the season. Good. Then you got Louisville that was ranked 15th at the time, only had 1 loss.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go and play 24th Navy, undefeated at the time. You put Florida State in your schedule. You didn't think they're going to be shit at the time, so you can't really control that. You figured that they were a top 10 team going in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
USC was a top 11th or 13th team in the country at the time, at the beginning of the year. And then you go and play 19 Army, undefeated. I mean, granted, yes, you got to understand they're not SEC ranked teams. I get that.
Yeah.
I will not die on that hill. I promise
the teams,
you.
The teams who were ranked are not the teams that should have been ranked. You know what I mean?
Like
It's weird.
Hypothetically, if you put it, all right, USC ranked to where they were, and Florida State as well, like then yes, you can argue that Notre Dame's schedule was not. It wasn't a cupcake, but it wasn't the hardest either.
Yeah, for sure.
By any means.
Yeah.
So yes and no, but the way that they're playing these teams, they're not playing short. They're not playing close games anymore. They lost that game and they said, "Fuck this shit. We're not doing this again." And they knew. I mean, Coach Freeman's told them, and says it in the presser every weekend. They know exactly what they need to do. They have to win every single game by a dominant fashion, otherwise they will not be in the playoffs at all, and they'll be back in the fucking Gator Bowl, or they'll play the Tony the Tiger Bowl. So they knew they had to go. I mean, dominating Navy, which they knew they needed to do, but they did it. Florida State dominated. Only let them have 3 points. They're having a terrible season. I understand that. Virginia beating the shit out of Virginia. I mean, their defense can stop the run right now. And they showed it again in our Army last weekend, which they looked so damn clean. So well coached on every single aspect of the game. Young offensive line. The quarterback's getting confident now. We're getting a system around him. He's playing some good fucking football. These kids are flying around playing fast and hard, and they need to be doing this with that confidence when we go play a good team. We go play SMU. SMU's not going to be a cakewalk. Let's just say right now we go to that game. Like, that's not going to be an easy game. They're a fucking team right now too that's rolling. So you have to have that confidence rolling in, and they need to do the same thing USC. They need to fucking cakewalk the shit out of the Trojans at the Coliseum and just prove their point that, hey, we are not joking around. We're not here to fuck around. We're not going to be doing the Northern Illinois thing again. Like, that's not going to happen. So
for sure, I agree.
But strength of schedule is tough because, like you said, there's so many different variables on it. Like what is the actual formula? What is this? What is that? Like, Penn State's schedule isn't shit either. I mean, they're probably right close to Texas, right? Was it when you said that? I can't remember what you said, but so it's like, but you win your games, right? Notre Dame lost that game, and it was an ugly loss. Penn State lost their game. It wasn't an ugly loss because it was versus Ohio State that obviously has won out since then. Since losing to Oregon. So it's like, you pick your battles, and the conferences will help with that. And if Notre Dame wants to join a conference and join the ACC or the Big Ten or whatever they want to do in the future, which they probably will never do, so don't quote me on it. But then you can say, hey, we have a tougher schedule. Look at our schedule. We're playing Clemson. We're playing Miami. We're playing Florida State. We're playing these teams with somewhat quality, not Army, Navy, the normal shit.
I feel
it's just nostalgia, right? It's just nostalgia.
Well, it's also tough. I mean, those games, strength of schedule is an argument a lot of people like to bring up only when it kind of positively influences their argument. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look who we played. Yeah,
look who we played. We played all these people. That's why we have 3 losses. That's what we're hearing from the SEC currently, which is fine. I get it. They've been given that cushion because of that excuse of, like, we are the SEC. Now it's like, well, what does that mean now, right? You all beat each other. Great. So you're just knocking each other out of the playoff one by one, but hanging around also because of who you are. Like that bias is still around, which is fine. It's also there
Oh,
for
yeah.
the Big Ten. Trust me, it's there for the Big Ten
Oh,
as well.
yeah.
I'm not going to hide away from that. That's the top two conferences in the country. It just always has been, right? It's been just ran by those two for, it seems like, for forever. So, but all the success really comes out of the SEC. Only lately did it come out of Michigan last year. So, yeah. So strength of schedule, it's just a fun thing people like to bring up. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
hey, hey, let's talk about your team. Great, who'd they play? It's like, well,
yeah. All right. Well,
you'll never really,
yeah.
you'll never figure it out until everybody plays the same schedule.
Yeah,
That's just the way it is.
And if Notre Dame wants to go to the playoffs, and it looks like they're playing like they do, then they better fucking play. You know, and they know that. You know, it's or SMU. You better fucking play.
Yep.
Tennessee, Georgia, like just because you can have 8 losses, who gives a shit? But you better show up and play. If you got invited to this playoff, you better show up and put something on the field.
It's crazy because they don't lose that game. If they don't lose the Northern Illinois game, like they're probably, granted, they can't go 1, 2, 3, or 4
they're at the highest seed they possibly can be right now at 5.
Right. But even then, they could still be higher, right? Because Penn State's not going to be a 4 seed because they won't be able to if Ohio State and obviously Oregon win out their stuff. So
yeah, they're
I think if they're undefeated
right now,
if they're undefeated and they win that Northern Illinois game, I don't see why they're not at 1.
Yeah, no, I agree. What's up, Taylor Miller? Welcome in, buddy. No, I agree too. And just so much, right? I love this 12-team playoff. There's so many good variables going into this season and
a lot of conversation.
A lot of good conversation. Let's jump over to this week's games real quick. Week 14 college football. I haven't got a chance to look at this schedule yet. Let's see what we got out here. Okay, so there's only one game that we need to worry about. Michigan, Ohio State. Copy that. All right, sweet. I'm joking. I'm joking. The hell, we got
definitely not what it's been in past years.
Yeah, no, right. Absolutely not. No, and this year it's like a Ryan Day. You either dominate Michigan or you're getting fucking fired at this point. If you lose to Michigan and they're down this year they've had in a long time, you're out of town. But you better start packing to get the U-Haul going because you're gone.
You lose this year, good luck.
You ain't gonna be rolling in, man. So Ohio State needs to cakewalk that. Ole Miss can't drop another game. Taylor said Michigan
Ohio
winning
State
that
loses.
one, no doubt. Let's go.
Ohio State loses though. You think they still stay in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I think they're gonna keep them. They'll probably put them at like a 9 or 10 and just let them roll.
Probably.
They won't get the home field advantage if they lose that game. That's for sure. But that would bounce IU out. IU won't make it in there.
There's another good game. South Carolina, Clemson, dude.
Yeah, that's a huge game for one. If South Carolina can win that can really boost some rosters or some resumes for some other teams.
Yep.
And also Clemson, they're fighting tooth and nail right now to stay within the conversation to have an opportunity to make that 12-team playoff. So, yeah, that's a good game. A new game.
Dude, I don't think, honestly, if it comes down to it in the ACC and as it stands right now, right, SMU and Clemson playing the ACC championship is what that's telling me right now.
Yes, yeah.
So Miami with this bracket, they're saying Miami wins the ACC. So there could be a whole lot of shit changing just by next week.
By Sunday morning, there could be some shit on fire. Like there could be some shit on fire in the morning there for sure.
Man,
SMU has to win, and Cal's been playing pretty tight all year. I mean, hell, look what they did to Miami. That SMU, they got to watch out there for that. Alabama could possibly get their 4th loss against Auburn.
Yep.
Like there's a very big possibility they can lose that fucking game if they showed up like they just showed up on this past weekend. Good night.
I don't think SMU beats Clemson if they play each other. I'll be honest with you. Like really? I don't see it. I don't think SMU is that. I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not familiar with their schedule. I mean, they played some Big 12 teams. BYU, they lost by 3. That's not bad. Their only loss is to BYU by 3 points. So, they played
they
Nevada.
were a tough team after the 2-loss streak.
Yeah. So they played Virginia, Boston College. They played Pitt, Duke, Stanford, which is all the ACC bottom half is a lot of these teams. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if
they have a high flying offense, so that's what's been getting them these big wins. But I think one of the probably the second biggest game of this weekend that all eyes need to be on is that Texas A&M game. Texas A&M has a big opportunity to knock Texas out of the SEC championship, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Look at
that's
that.
wild.
And it's at Kyle Field, like it's gonna be rocking. And these teams, it's gonna be balls out. And that's a 7:30 night game. Like, come on, kick your feet up, get a little scotch going, a little something in your cup, a little Jim Bain, and let's get after it. Especially after long holidays, maybe warm up some turkey,
like water sandwich. Or non-alcoholic. You don't have to drink.
Sure. There you go.
I mean,
there you go. I love it.
You gotta drink something though. You gotta stay hydrated if you're not, so you gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wild, man. That's like, hey, I bet you can't guess what time the Ohio State Michigan game is.
Fucking noon.
At noon.
It's that game's always fucking at noon. Though.
I know, dude, but it's just annoying me. Right? Just every week I'm annoyed. But
you want that big noon action.
That's right. Yeah, dude. Ugh.
Hey, Notre Dame's playing at 3:30 now. They got moved too. They got moved up. I think it was supposed to be a night game. So they play at 3:30.
They've had too many night games. They forget what 3:30 looks like over there.
That's fucking noon for us. We're gonna be like, damn, we just rolled out of bed, bro. We've been up for hours. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a tough game though. Like honestly, if we can dog walk them like we did last year, I think this SC team is just not as good as last year's team. Obviously with Caleb Williams and all them, but they still have the receivers and the weapons. They're still there. Yep. This guy, I think our D-line just fucking eats the shit out of that O-line. Absolutely dominates. Oh, I'm loving this Notre Dame team. I'm loving how they're playing, man. So fast. So fast. Read, react, and go. They're not playing any games in between.
Mm-hmm.
A rivalry game, Purdue, IU. These two teams hate each other, and wouldn't Purdue love to spoil the fuck out of the Hoosiers season?
Here's what we need. All right, you guys ready for this? Hold on. Here's what we need.
I'm ready.
Here's what we need Purdue to beat IU.
Yes, we do.
Well, not as in we, I mean me personally. Yeah, so we need IU to lose to Purdue. Then we need Michigan to beat Ohio State. You know where that puts Penn State? Right there in the fucking Big Ten championship to get blown out by Oregon. So let's go.
Well, we need Illinois to beat Northwestern. We have to just
I mean, why not?
That's
yes,
also super
for
critical.
Sure. If we need to throw that in there, why not?
And they're going to play at that bullshit made-up field they made Northwestern did because they're in the middle of building their stadium. And I think they get like 14 fans and a couple umbrellas. I think they're.
I think they only have 14 fans, but
dude, no way in hell. Did you see the stadium they're building, dude?
Oh, I don't know why they're doing it. They're trash, Zachary. They're trash.
Maybe I don't know. They probably can beat the fucking Bears right now, Northwestern.
That's a different. Why are we even comparing? That's two different things.
They're both in Chicago. Maybe they're building that beautiful stadium to inherit the Bears. Huh?
The Bears are going to build their beautiful new stadium, and they're going to continue to keep charging more for their team.
That old ass fucking lady that thinks she can own a team and understand what the hell she's doing, she can't.
You mean Miss McCaskey?
Yeah, push her in a fucking river and watch her swim away.
Listen, that's what all these teams do. They charge a bunch of money to build shit, and then they put a subpar product on the field, and they go, "I don't know, you deal with it."
Oh, you want a football team or not?
No. I give you.
Yeah, we'll move. We'll go somewhere else. Nowhere else wants you. So
no, you won't.
Yeah, St. Louis, man, they're begging for another team. Shit,
that's even more ghetto than Chicago half the time.
Whoa! St. Louis got some good barbecue down there. Good folks. Come on, Dan. You ever been to St. Louis? What the hell?
No,
I have.
Oh, really?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Boots on the ground. I forgot. Boots on the ground.
I was there once. Yeah. I don't really have any. I don't have any desire to go back.
This guy's cultured. Don't forget it.
He's been around.
Yeah, I'm pretty fancy.
See everything. He's been around. That's only games I'm looking at here. Oregon playing Washington. Wait. Oregon playing Washington rivalry game. Eugene.
All this week is rivalry games, pretty much.
Pac-12.
Your mom is rivalry game. Okay.
Bringing back the Pac-12.
But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Boise State playing Oregon State. Come on now. Let's go, Boise. Let's go.
Oh, your mom's Boise State. It's not so nice when people say stuff to you, is it, Zach?
No, but your mom's a sweet lady.
She is. That was who called me earlier.
Oh, how's she doing? She doing okay?
Good. Then she remembered we were doing this, so she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I'm so embarrassed. Calm down, Jodes. Calm down. Damn. All right. Well, that's all I got college football week wise. I just worry I worry about.
Short and sweet to the point, man. Covering the facts.
That's right. We're covering what's important and what the people want to hear about. We got
These
some
games-
fans of Michigan saying that Michigan's going to beat Ohio State. Good luck. You can try. I mean,
hey, I'm
no
rooting.
one's gonna
I
stop
will
you.
never say this again, but I'm rooting for it. Here we go.
Let's fucking go. You heard it first. Jordan's rooting for Michigan. All right.
Wild. Absolutely wild, but let's go.
Watch out. Watch out. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen of all ages and all sizes and all different backgrounds. This is Thanksgiving week. And you know what that means? There's a spread of food, I hope everyone has a chance to have a spread of food on the table in front of them, and you get to devour some shit. So, Jordan, I'm going to start with you. We're going to pick our top main entree food from Thanksgiving. So not like rolls and shit like that, but like I'm talking like your favorite food on Thanksgiving. Jordan, go. Let's hear it. I want to hear it, and we need it. We need a Thanksgiving.
So I'm going to start with a starter. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, a little warm up.
Come on. And it's
hell.
deviled eggs.
Oh my god! I knew you were
baby.
gonna say that.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Fucking disgusting. You like eating?
Come on now.
You like
Let's
eating
go.
farts with little yellow piles.
Deviled
of
eggs, baby.
diarrhea.
Deviled
Number one
eggs,
pick.
you fucking sick bitch, dude.
You hear Jordan Beach? We take deviled eggs here in the first round, number 1 overall pick.
Oh my god! All right, we got to move on. Dan, give me
That's the
something
Ryan
good.
Leaf of Thanksgiving foods. So good luck with
You
that.
couldn't be you could not be further from the truth.
I could be
Daniel.
right, dead balls on, which is what I mean.
Come on, give me
So
something
most
good,
people,
Dan.
so most people probably, I don't know if most people know this. Like, obviously, we have it in our family. Like, and I know you have had it, Zach. That corn casserole.
Yeah.
Like, what's the cornbread mixed with
Yeah.
cream? Not everybody has it. That's probably my favorite, to be honest.
That's fucking
though.
delicious. Add a little extra
Yeah.
butter on top of that bitch.
It's real
Slap it
good.
around a little
Look at
bit.
the-
Fuck
yeah.
around, Daniel. Let's go, Daniel.
But I will say too, I know we can't include it, but like depending on what you get, there's some damn good roll options out there. But
Hey,
Yeah,
you
we'll
pick-
get to the sides, motherfucker. Hang on.
no, I'm saying it's not. You said we can't pick those.
Oh, we'll
Not
get
yet.
to the sides. Yeah,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
the first round. Okay,
Gotcha.
so we got the fucking eggs with the devil on them.
Devil,
Yeah.
devil eggs, baby. Let's
Oh
go.
my god! And
We
then
got
we
a
got
wasted
a
pick.
delicious casserole of the
That's
corn.
good stuff.
The
That
corn
is
of the
fantastic.
casserole. Oh,
Mhm.
son of a bitch. All right. My first pick of all time is the green bean casserole with extra crispy little crispy things on top of it.
Crispians? What?
Oh,
They're
well,
French.
the
They're onions.
The French onion fucking fried onion things. God
Let
damn
me
it.
get some crispians on there.
Dude, and sometimes you can stack that bitch on top of your corn casserole to save room on your plate and let's fucking party. You know what I'm saying? 2 for 1. 2 for
Is
1.
Dan
All right.
gone? Is he not moving? Okay. He
Exactly,
didn't move for the longest time. And I
Because
couldn't
he's
tell
so
if he was
full of
frozen
corn
or not.
casserole, he can't fucking stand it.
I was trying.
Deep
I
in
was
thought.
trying. It's
Oh,
that, no,
man,
it's
dude.
like Drax.
He
dude. I
was
just
in there,
stay
dude.
super still, and I fade into the background.
God,
Oh, my God.
all he can think of is that corn casserole and he's just his
dude,
eyes.
That's
Listen.
fucking
All right,
good.
so
I was off in thought though about brands of rolls.
all right.
So-
Well, let's do this. So we got the main deal, right? So now let's talk about the meat. Let's have a discussion about meat. Okay.
Is there? Okay. Yeah, I got one.
Thanksgiving traditionally is the turkey, right?
Uh-huh.
We love the turkey. Everyone loves turkey. But
Uh,
Jordan, I feel like you're leaning a different way.
Dude, no,
I
I'm not
don't.
leaning a different way. Like I'm not going away from turkey. I love having that option there.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put this. Maybe people have it. Maybe people don't. Bacon wrapped scallops, dude. I mean,
What the fuck is that?
I
That's not
mean,
Thanksgiving.
dude,
The Pilgrims ain't
it
eating no
is
goddamn
just-
scallops.
it's just a thing that I've had before, and
you
it's
didn't hear
really,
the
really
story
good.
about when the
No,
fucking
I
pilgrims
didn't
gave the
realize
Indians
that.
bacon wrapped scallops?
I guess I didn't. I missed that one.
It was they're like,
Fuck.
here, this is corn
Oh.
and this is scallops with bacon on them, and they're like,
Yes.
what's bacon? And
Mike
they're like,
Gallagher
"Pig,
is in the
pig."
chat,
Yeah.
so behave yourself, Daniel. Michael Gallagher is in the chat. Behave
Uh-oh.
yourself.
Uh-oh.
That could
So-
be anybody.
Okay, screw it. AI.
Yeah, Mike is
popular
Mike's a super common name.
Fucking Michael. So all right.
Bacon
you know what?
wrapped scallops.
I'm not
okay.
I'm not opposed to it though. I will try it. I never tried a bacon wrap scallop, so
They're very good.
right,
Get them
well-
from a good place. Like if you go to a restaurant,
I'm
and
coming
they're
to
like, "Oh, hey, do you
Thanksgiving.
have
It
this?"
better be a good fucking cut.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
Dan will
your
be
first-
there.
Your first time, you should get it at an actual like decent restaurant. Don't just be like,
No.
"Hey, I'm gonna make."
Don't
these."
talk shit about
do
mama's
that.
cooking like that.
Or
you
just
talking
not
about?
have scallops because seafood's disgusting.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah,
You eat like a
seafood.
3-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can I
okay.
get chicken
You know
nuggets
what?
and
I'm
ketchup, a little
so
bit of mac
sick
and
of it.
cheese, and
Yeah. Oh, chicken nuggets. Who doesn't like chicken nuggets?
I mean, I enjoy them, but I'm not gonna pick them at a fucking dinner.
I didn't say I was going
Dan
to.
went
You're
on
casting
to
your
eat with-
judgments on me.
Dan went out to eat with all the big wigs or whatever, and
No,
like a chicken nugget
no.
at this nice
I didn't.
restaurant and shit. And then
got chicken
poured fuck ton
tenders.
of ketchup all over.
No, I didn't have
Oh.
chicken tenders either. I had a burger.
Did you?
That's
Yes.
not bad. All right. I
Do you
didn't know
notice?
that.
You
Dan
know what?
talked shit.
One thing Dan does too, and
What-
this
what
is
does Dan
this is
do?
I don't really. This doesn't bother me, but Dan always orders
like it
when he
does.
does get. No, it doesn't. It's just something I've noticed, and I noticed on the last trip we went on. But he orders sliders. He'll never get an actual big burger
Yeah.
because he likes 4 mini ones that equal the same amount of stuff as.
No,
Yeah.
that's not
One
always
It makes
big
true.
more work too.
Come
It
on,
makes
dude.
me number one. It makes me feel like less of a fatty when I'm eating tiny burgers.
Dude, I don't give a shit. Give me
Number two, it really depends on the place because some places, like I'll be honest, like I don't like what some of their like big large the way they do their large patty sliders are typically more of a smash burger style.
Okay, no, like I said, that's one of those that doesn't bother me. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Whatever.
But the,
I'm
but
not,
the other, the bacon,
I'm rocking-
dude, the one thing that does drive me nuts, hold on, is the grilled cheese order with bacon.
bacon. Fuck, dude, you want to know some bullshit? Oh my god, my wife just did it this week. We go to the store and she gets the pre-cooked fucking Oscar Mayer whatever bacon.
the microwave bacon.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, it's so delicious." She warmed it up. I thought my house was on fire, and I thought 3 kids died. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, dude. I'll be
Okay,
honest,
Allie.
we just did that for BLTs, and it's like it's very, very like convenient. It's not
Right.
better than
My
actual
wife
like.
just came in
No,
here and
it's
gave me a
convenient.
death stare. I think
Oh
I'm gonna
man,
die.
you're done for. All right, you gotta go. All right,
What's
see ya.
okay? Wait a minute. What's the problem with the grilled cheese and bacon? It's
I
it's
don't
on the
know.
menu and it
I don't
offers
know.
it as a suggested add-on for a reason because people eat it.
I don't get why it bothers me. I
All
don't
right,
understand.
Dan, give
I'll
me a
never
meat.
get
You know what
give me
Jordan
a
does?
meat
You know what
at
Jordan does? He
Thanksgiving.
opens his stupid jerk mouth all the time, and that bothers me.
Dan, all right. Hey. Shh, shh, shh.
Back on track. Give me a meat. That's what she said.
Low class. All right, everyone cut. Reel it back in here. Okay, remember, Mike Gallagher's on the chat. Okay, reel it back in.
No, I'll be honest with you. I
What's a
I'll
good
eat
meat?
turkey. I don't really care for turkey, to be honest. I think it's really dry. I know I've had it deep fried. I've had it like what
Mhm.
it just has a very dry like thing to me.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's a
You
lot
gotta
of
go
flavor.
dark meat. You gotta go dark meat. You just
Yeah.
got to.
So
I've heard
so-
once you do that,
so
you don't go
on
back though.
Thursday, Daniel.
Yeah, that's actually true. You know.
So,
You don't go back to the white. Nope.
but
Nope.
I like
Nope.
I'll take a ham over a turkey all the time. I have been places
Okay.
where there's ham on
Okay.
on Thanksgiving. I'll do
So,
it.
yeah,
I like nice ham.
We're cooking.
A lot of places do
We're
both.
cooking 2 turkeys and a ham for
That's
The
good.
Thursday.
problem is I fill up on
And
all the
I'm
other crap
smoking. I'm
first.
smoking it.
Like,
So we're eating it. We're eating good.
the other-
Right.
yeah, my problem is I'll eat all that casserole and them sides and stuff while
Mm.
I'm waiting or doing whatever, and then I'm full.
Yeah.
I get an entire plate full
Mess
of
it up.
corn
Yeah, yeah.
casserole and all that. Yeah,
You got to take it easy. Listen.
Slow
you gotta
burn.
take it easy, right?
I
So yeah,
can't.
I'm a ham guy, but obviously I like tradition and Thanksgiving. Turkeys, you think turkey and you think Thanksgiving, but
Mhm.
Christmas hams. Oh, fuck.
If you recall, Zach, I gotta eat fast so I can get out in the living room and fight our nephew about Wii bowling. and the
Well,
fact
there's
that
gonna be 150 freaking people in my mom's living room this week.
Well,
or
they better
on
not come
Thursday.
around me if I'm playing it. I'll fight them too. I don't care if he was a kid
I'm
or
just
not. He
saying,
cheated.
there's gonna be all kinds of chaos. So you might even just eat and leave. I might not see you
How
until
many-
fucking Monday.
How many do you guys have planned, like overall?
Oh, I think it's only 23 or 24
Oh,
now. My
23.
my cousin Greg has
people or actual Thanksgiving?
all people. Sorry,
And
Okay,
23
I'm talking
Thanksgiving.
about actual.
No, our,
like, how many get-togethers
our
do you
family is very
Only one.
fractured.
Only
23.
one.
Hey,
Just one?
Yeah.
have? Nice.
yeah,
Okay.
we have
We're
one. We
all-
bring Allie's side, all her fam, and then my fam, and then we got some family from Pennsylvania coming in, and then Florida was supposed to be coming in, but they had some complications, so they're not going to
Okay.
be able to make it. But yeah, some family we haven't seen for a while, which is pretty pumped up to hang out with them and goof
Sweet.
off and all that.
Hey,
so.
can I real quick ask why your wife made a bunch of vomiting emojis underneath our live stream?
She was talking about when he was talking about the fucking eggs. 'Cause
Okay, I just wanted to.
God,
I was curious.
dude.
It's gross, man. No one likes
It
it.
is
My
gross.
grandma does make she has a nice little platter and shit. Like
Do you want? They're
special
called
for them.
they're called deviled eggs because they're evil. They're
Yeah, they're
nasty
evil.
Devil.
Good.
devil.
She's a bad
Devil is
little.
pretty
She's a
good.
devil. Oh, she's puking about the scalps. My bad.
Yeah, they're
Oh.
gross too.
Whatever.
I try them. I'm not scared.
Dan's entire. Hey, and maybe Alec can hear. That entire family eats like third graders, dude. That whole
He does
side
too.
of the
Well, time out.
Dan, the entire Irish heritage eats like
No.
3-year-olds.
You're gonna say that to my grandpa? He's in here.
Yes, I know he's in here. That's why I said it.
He eats
Right.
like an adult.
I've had my
Holy
fair
cow.
share of run-ins with that side of the
Here's
family.
the thing, though. Think back to when you were 3. You were happy and life was simple. So tell me what's wrong with eating like a 3-year-old.
All right. I can
Oh, man.
announce this because Allie, she likes wings now. She'll eat some fucking wings. We've been
Okay.
eating a lot. She loves pasta, so we eat pasta all the time now. We've been trying new pastas. And Allie said because we know what food is good and not. That's
Yes.
what she says. She knows what's
See,
good.
I'm
and
not
what's
saying-
you know what's funny
I'm
is
not
I've never even said that to her, but that's exactly what I tell people. That's family connection right there.
She loves.
I
Dude,
know the food tastes good. I'm not debating that.
no,
I'm
it's
debating
delicious. It's
that you
time to
go
do
out
it.
and you
If I'm
order
going out and
from
spending
the
my hard fucking earned money on a goddamn B-dubs, or I'm
Do you
going,
want to know?
I'm going to a
Jordan,
fucking
do you
long.
want to know what I had for dinner 2 nights in a row in Omaha from a place? Guess the place is
steak.
called Spaghetti Works. Guess what I had?
grilled cheese.
Yep. No, Spaghetti Works, Jordan.
Hey, you
I
got-
would.
What
I
do I
wouldn't put it past you to ask
What
for
do
a-
I get
for
from an
ask for that.
Italian? What do I get when we go out for Italian?
Oh, fried ravioli. You piece
Yeah,
of shit.
boy, I did. I got a
You
double
piece
order
of
both
shit.
nights.
well,
And you're
this
like, can
thing,
I have the marinara on the side, please, so I can dip
They
it?
didn't give me an option. What are you supposed to do? Smother it over it and eat it with a fork like a weirdo? It's fried ravioli. Dip it in there like chicken nuggets.
Get a carbonara. Maybe get actual spaghetti. Get maybe like.
Here's the thing:
a
I can make.
rigatoni. Maybe
I
get
am
tortellini
smart
if you
enough to
wanted
actually
to.
make. They don't
Mm.
ever have tortellini. I will get tortellini. Ask Mike Gallagher.
Okay.
Every time I go to Rockford, I make him get Linos, and they're sick of it.
I like it.
So,
I like it. I like it. Okay. That's a
Allie
good
said
answer.
fried ravioli is the
being-
best.
Oh.
point being, all they had like
gets
for
that shit,
regular
dude.
spaghetti,
It's
whatever,
good.
it's noodles and sauce. I can make that here. I don't have the ability to fry ravioli here, not properly.
Mm. This is
Actually, you know what I have? Does it work in an air fryer? Does it work in the air fryer? I haven't
Probably.
tried.
Dan, look
I'm
at
sure
the
it would.
chat. Look at the chat.
You
I'm
got me
gonna have to go out to
fired
the
up.
store.
Look at
You
the
guys are
chat,
gonna-
Dan.
I can't. How do I pull it up?
On your phone or something. She said his noodliness said
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Oh,
Raised me to the flying spaghetti.
Oh, fuck.
You're killing me.
Transition from delicious food because there's something that happens sometimes before the food, and that is NFL football. It's a tradition. You have it on the TV if you're an American. If you're not, then I'm just kidding. No, that's not how it works. But
If you're not an American, fuck you. Wow, you were locked in for the new 4 years coming up, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, Jordan. We were doing good, man. A couple
I'm
weeks
saying,
out.
that's-
Come on, what the
that-
fuck?
Like that was just a toss of it.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
Hey, I kind of teed it up. Chicago is going to Detroit. Detroit is a red hot football team right now, and the Bears are struggling. They're losing close games. But I will say, Caleb Williams and the boys have been playing some pretty sharp offense. So I'm excited to see them play Detroit 12:30 on Thanksgiving Day. Happy hot dog. Let's see who gets a turkey leg. You know what I'm saying? Who gets a turkey leg after that game? And obviously there's 2 other games, but no one gives a shit about them, really. Honestly.
No, but well, the Green Bay game has
America's
some
team.
actual-
Let's keep them on the television. America. Fuck the Dallas Cowboys, dude.
Well, they couldn't have put him up against a worse team.
It's gonna be the worst fucking game. It's gonna be 15-2.
Mm-hmm. And the Giants will have 2. Let's go.
Yeah,
But-
the Giants will have 2 on Thanksgiving.
I mean, is there always been a night game as well? Is that new? That fairly new?
I
No,
feel like
it's-
there used to be an evening game. Like I don't know if I think it doesn't start around dinner time or is it later?
No, one starts at there's a 12:30, a 4:30, and an 8:20 game.
I guess
Yeah,
I forget about the 8. I
8:30.
was
They've
thinking,
been doing it like the Sunday night football type or Thursday night
Gotcha.
football game technically still,
I like
because
that.
because they need to give NBC some and Fox some and CBS some and Peacock and all the
Yeah,
other bullshits.
Well, it's weird because the Friday game is the
It's
Prime
Prime.
Video, which
Yeah,
is normally
yeah.
a Thursday.
They They get bumped
Crazy.
out of the Thanksgiving, so get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody subscribing to Prime on Thanksgiving. Hey,
Nope.
we gotta give it to our
We're,
bunny.
we're
or
out there
something.
shopping on that day. Come on now, let's get it.
Ooh, Black Friday! Smart move, Prime. Hey, we go.
There we go.
Oh, watch
done.
out. Hey, I feel bad for Amazon. Shout out to Amazon, man. They're taking care of us every single day. And honestly, Amazon, I don't need the package by 4:00 the next day. I don't need it that fast. So, like, if you just want to skip my stop a couple,
You can pick a different option.
okay. Well, I'm not diverse in the app.
Man.
I'll ask my wife. She orders a shit ton of stuff all the time.
I'll say.
Yeah, I feel bad, but
I got a
Smart
bunch of
move.
stuff over the weekend on a Saturday. Ordered it Friday, like afternoon, had it Saturday. It was nice. Knowing I had it.
It's
But
wild.
I didn't need it. But it was just nice.
Yeah.
I got new sheets today too. I'm excited.
Ooh, very adult move, Daniel. I like to hear that shit, dude.
Chicken nuggets on them.
Yeah,
No,
she
but
got ketchup all over it.
but
Yeah.
one of the people at my work as a Christmas gift got me
I
a
eat in bed.
SpongeBob pillowcase.
Did you get a Secret Santa already?
No, that was from Jen.
Oh, I don't know who Secret Santa is. Did she give you candy, or maybe she was my secret? I don't know.
No, I got that. She like handed it to me. It was like, here's because the joke of the Hi Kevin stickers.
Oh, and she probably got it for her son. Her son is like
it's like a single one.
That's fucking gay, mom. We're not doing that.
I do. I'm like, if he ever doesn't want any of the games or the toys or whatever that you get, I'm like, odds are I'd take it.
You didn't. He probably would.
Did you really say this to her?
Well, no, like last year she was like, oh, this is what I'm getting Carter. She was showing me and Greg like all the stuff, and it was like, doesn't he have? I forget. I was like, doesn't he have an Xbox One? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, you can't buy any of these things right here. I was like, those are wrong consoles. But I was like, unless you want to just still pay for them, and then I'll take this stuff, and I'll find something to do with it.
Oh, you're wild.
Oh, and I got little sticky notes that are shaped like otters with their bellies open. Otters are cool.
I mean, I'm not mad about it. Like, I go to the zoo. That's my favorite attraction. When zipping out of fucking water and shit.
Yeah, they crack clams open on their bellies. That's how they eat.
Pretty cool. Some scallops,
Yeah,
maybe some bacon wrap scallops.
They do crack.
So Las Vegas, they're looking for the first round pick. They're looking for Shadir Sanders. They're playing the Kansas City Chiefs, so they'll probably just let that one fly. 3:00 on a Friday, on Black Friday.
Does that really even mean anything anymore? I feel like every store's been doing their Black Friday sale since Monday.
Yeah, no one lines up and do all that thing anymore. Like there's no doorbusters and shit anymore. There's no.
I did miss it.
Be a big Black Friday guy.
It's a good time.
Yeah,
I had a good fucking time doing that shit. I like I always got scared I was gonna get trampled. But we used to sit outside Target every year.
I drug Wyatt with me to a Walmart one year, to multiple Walmarts to try to fight people for a $10 waffle maker.
I
mean, you picked the right person.
Yeah.
He was hard to fight over nothing.
Yeah. And then I got my Xbox. I think I got my Xbox One that way. Was a GameStop. I went in and put the money down on it for Black Friday.
Speaking of GameStop, I miss midnight releases, man.
Oh.
Well, those were good times.
You didn't go to the one for Call of Duty?
No, when the first Call of Duty came out, first Call of Duty Black Ops, we took like 3 days off of school, dude. It was sick. My parents were like, "It's fine." I'm like, "Fuck you."
I did that for Fallout 4. I stayed up all day and all night playing it, and then I stayed up again like another half a night to go to Target and wait outside the doors to get a Jones Soda Nuka Cola Quantum.
Oh, Jones Soda. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, that's so good. Let's look at the slate for next week. Other than the Thanksgiving games, there's really nothing standing out to me too crazy. Arizona, Minnesota might be a good ball game because they're both playing good football right now. And Minnesota, there were some rumors going around at Daniel Jones. They might be signing Daniel Jones to the squad.
Good luck.
Oh yeah, let's go, dude.
The head coach is really fond of his football abilities, which I don't understand. I feel like him and Sam Darnold can fucking fight finally because of you.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe we'll fight for a position, man.
You know what? I wish him nothing but the best. Honestly, I hope he gets his Saquon moment.
Dude,
somewhere else.
He got so much money for not doing shit.
I mean, honestly, I'm jealous.
I am too. I'm not. I'm not a hater. I'm literally jealous. Like
according to Malik Neighbors, I don't know if you saw the quote where he said it isn't the QB. He said that things were the exact same when they DJ. He goes, take a look, and it's not that. So
clean house.
That is your fucking rookie receiver saying that about your squad. Like I feel like there needs some alarms.
He's not talking. I can guarantee you, he's not talking about the players. I guarantee that.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's like saying like, hey, there's other shit going on here. I came from LSU, which is a decently buttoned up program, and I come here, and this is fucking worse than my college.
Yep.
Ding, 100%. Ding, ding. Front office, motherfucker. Figure it out.
Everybody, get that dude out of there. Showing, dude. He needs to go. Might as well get rid of Dayball, even though I don't dislike him. But like, you might as well. I mean, at this point, I mean,
yeah. What else are you gonna? I mean, you can't lose anything right now.
If you let your number 2 overall pick, Saquon Barkley, go, then you let your number 6 overall pick, a quarterback, go. So like, what are we doing? How is that something you can't answer for? Or you should be accountable for those things. Goodbye.
Remember
all of you.
what the hell you call it, the Hard Knocks or whatever. the owner said, "Well, if he goes and plays for a division rival, I won't be able to sleep." And then
exactly.
No, we're good.
Nope,
Yeah, right.
you're not
Everyone
good.
knew you
And
weren't
guess
good,
what?
man.
He's in the MVP talks.
And
Granted,
he's
he
the
would
best
not
running
have,
back in the league right now.
Yes, he would not have these stats in New York.
No,
but I'm glad he does. Absolutely glad he does.
Skip over the Indianapolis Colts. They're not playing great football, but Richardson has high upsides now. I think still inconsistent, but I can't give up on this year. I think he needs to continue playing and get after it because these underneath routes are really killing it. But he does look more motivated when I see him play. He looks like he's carrying himself with a little bit more professionalism, which is good to see. But one thing I don't like is when things aren't going good, though, you definitely can see his demeanor. Like when he gets sacked or something, or he runs, or someone drops a pass, and you can see him like kind of his body language. Man, we need to work on that as a professional because everyone's going to feed off of him because he is the leader. So we need to get that straightened out. But that'll come with time in the league and hopefully some good teachings from Joe Flacco because he's pretty kind of even keel, regardless of what things happen. The Washington plays Tennessee. Tennessee got a surprising win against who the hell they play last week? Hang on.
Good ass game later in the day.
Oh, I know I'm getting there. I'm fucking pumped about it. Hang on. Who did Tennessee play last week? God bless.
Titans? The Titans played
Houston. They beat Houston.
They beat Houston, which is wild.
Yeah, like what the you guys want us to keep having hope that the AFC South is up for grabs. All right, that's fair. But yeah, let's just get right to it, right? Philadelphia going to Baltimore, 4:25 game. Oh my god. Like, here we go. Hard knocking football. This is gonna be smash mouth. This is gonna be just fucking ground and pound.
I mean, the two leading rushers going at it, man.
Yeah. And Lamar's playing good football right now. I enjoy watching him play football.
Mm-hmm.
All the haters can talk, man, but he's playing good football. He can throw the ball now.
I heard what was his name? Dan Orlovsky on ESPN talking about how the Lions are the best team in football, but the Eagles are probably the most dangerous. And I was like, I could get behind that.
That's not a bad
talk. I mean?
Yeah, that's not a bad take.
Yeah, because that's the thing is like you can be the best in football, but it's like there's also teams with the players they have that all they have to do is get like the Giants, right? A lot of those years they just get hot at the right time, and then everybody's in trouble.
Straight from the wild card. Yep.
Yeah, and
I did see that they also said the Lions, the Vegas odds bettors have said that they wish they could take the Lions out of all the futures betting. They said they have been a killer for them like all year because everybody's putting so much money on the Lions every week and to win the Super Bowl that they're like we're losing money left and right on the Lions.
Yeah,
like
their books are getting cooked right now, which is good. Fuck the books; they deserve to get cooked every once in a while.
But that just shows you the support behind, I guess, people's belief in the Lions, whether it's for gambling or not. Like if you're gonna put money on it,
money
like
team
if I'm not.
I'm not putting my money on a team I think is going to lose. Hell no.
Yeah, people buy him as a real deal competitor or contender.
Yeah. So, and what Baltimore right now, they're so set up for playoff football with the running game now with Derrick Henry because they didn't have that, and that saves it takes so much off the Lamar's shoulders that he can actually be a playmaker now. So, like right now with this roster and Kansas City's last year's roster. And I hyped on this a lot last year. Like Lamar had so many opportunities in gaps, so all he had to do is step up in the pocket and run, and get those first downs, get those 10 quickies, and do that. He just never did that because he was so worried about throwing the ball and passing. I think it was so in his head that he just had to do this. But I think Derrick Henry being there really opens up that offense and opens up him and gets his shoulders a little easier. So a really good contender in the AFC right now, and in Philadelphia, they're gonna have to battle like hell. To compete with Detroit. But Detroit, man, I mean, there's injuries, right? I mean, injuries everywhere in the NFL now. We're over here in week 13. Yeah, week 13 in the NFL. So there's injuries everywhere, and Detroit sadly has some bigger hits on their roster than a lot of other teams. So we'll see if Philadelphia can stay healthy and keep rolling, man, because they're fun to watch. They're a very quiet, very, very quiet 9-2 football team right now. They're just winning in style and being really quiet about it.
It's man, I really like Baltimore.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Oh,
you look at that backfield and you're like, okay, I trust everything you're about to do. You know what I mean? One of those things. Oh,
I mean, between
love it.
Jalen and short yardage football, like there's no way they don't get 1 or 2 yards. Like their
Mhm.
O-line is playing together. I mean, I think Jason Kelsey kind of set the tone, and not just him. Who's the other guy? Not Kiffin. Lane Johnson.
Lane
You
Johnson.
know,
Yeah,
they really set the tone there. There's some veteran dudes. And
Mhm.
now they they pass the buck to the younger guys, and they're playing some good football in the line. Sunday night football is nothing to watch really. San Francisco ain't nothing right now. It's depressing, and I think it shows you what greed will do. Because I think greed took this team and tore it apart. They were so worried about their fucking bag. I need my bag. I
Mhm.
need my bag. And then one injury hurts the whole team, and then now you see these miscellaneous injuries here and there, missing practice because my toe. Fuck that shit, man. Everyone's so worried about a damn bag. They stopped playing football. They had the opportunity to get. They have a roster. They put the roster together. They paid for a roster to put together, and they're not performing right now at all. I don't look for them to do much in the rest of the year.
Nope, unfortunately.
But
Kind of a
on
collapse,
team, but a team that is pretty hot right now is the Denver Broncos. They've been winning their games and playing in pretty decent fashion. They've been kind of quiet under the radar. Bo Nix I'm not too mad about his style of play. He's
Mhm.
playing some good ball. I mean, they've had
Offensive rookie of the year.
Oh yeah, they have some tough games. They had Baltimore and Kansas City they lost to, the Chargers, which
Mhm.
is always a tough division rival, and then the Steelers. So like they lost to all teams that are over 500, and doing really good. I mean, besides Seattle, they're kind of right in the mix. But so the Denver Broncos really need to keep rolling, man. I think they have a good momentum going over there. Sean Payton and the boys got them all coached up, ready to roll.
Yep, for sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more games left this season, huh? That's
It's
it.
flying. It is flying.
I mean, hell, two more weeks of college football really this week, and then the Army Navy game, and then you got playoff stuff, regular season action. Like, God, what the
Crazy.
hell? What the hell happened, man? It's been busy.
Yep. Oh yeah. Love it though.
I do love it, and I love college football 10 times more than NFL all day long. So there's that, and everyone knows that because I've mentioned that many times. I've talked about it many times. Well, I don't have anything else, boys, unless you guys do. That you need to get out there into space, in the air, open it up.
No, I don't have a lot. I mean, MVP talks for the NFL. I think
we
Saquon's
are
pretty much-
there, aren't we? I mean, fuck,
He kind of
we're
put
close to
himself
his
up there.
reward.
Yeah, I think Saquon put himself up there.
I mean, over a quarterback? Like, you think they're going to let that happen in the NFL? You know what I'm saying?
I hope so, but like,
And
if it's above 2,000 yards, yes, 100%.
yeah. In the NFL, fuck.
Yeah. So like that's my takeaway. If he gets above 2,000 yards, then I think he wins it. I think Lamar Jackson's probably up there as well. Derrick Henry should be, but I don't think he is for whatever reason.
Well,
because
he's
he
had a
has
couple games
passed
not too good rank
Mhm.
stat wise, but he's still, I mean, a very
Well,
valuable football player.
He's not far behind in leading the rushing title, right? So,
the fact that Patrick Mahomes is fourth in the MVP race really makes me want to fucking hit myself in the head. What has he done?
He's having the most pedestrian year ever.
Yeah, what has he done?
Nothing.
Even Jared Goff is outperforming him.
Yep. That's what. Yeah. So I don't.
And it's just popularity, man. I mean, Kyler Murray just outside. Good for him. He's been having a fucking good year. I mean, a 75.1 QBR, only ranks behind Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson. So like, he's playing good football too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
you said it. It's
popularity,
man.
It's kind of crazy.
Really sucks. That really sucks because that takes a spot away from somebody that could be getting more eyes and more looks, like a Saquon or even a Derrick Henry. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the unfortunate. I mean, like you said, it's just it's up to essentially the opinions of a bunch of people, right? It's never based in the same consistent set of stats or facts. A lot of opinions.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you two stat lines. You guys can pick the player, okay? This is gonna be 2,876 passing yards, 25 touchdowns thrown, 3 interceptions thrown, 75.2 QBR, 584 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns. Okay. 2,404 passing yards, 15 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 67 QBR, and 167 yards rushing with 1 touchdown.
You'd go with the first one. I mean, the better touchdown interception ratio. So you would have more passing yards, more rushing yards. Sounds like overall more contribution to the total offense.
Yeah.
I mean, Jared Allen's got to be up there too. Jared Allen, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, yeah, he is up there. He's doing it. I mean, he's doing it on with his legs too right now.
Was Jared Allen was what a D? Was he a DN for the Vikings?
Yeah, the number 69, dog. He retired on a fucking horseback.
Yeah.
That was sick. But yeah, the second guy I read was Patrick Mahomes' stat line. Like that's what he's doing. 11 interceptions right now. How's that as MVP? That's hurting his team more than anything.
Yeah,
That's not believe MVP. That. So yeah, I mean, I think you can toss it up between Lamar and Josh right now, and then you have to show Barkley in there. You have to throw him in, because if not, I mean, you're just kind of doing yourself and the NFL a disservice, because you can't turn a game on and then Philadelphia's playing and not say, who the hell is that? Or holy shit, he's cooking. Because he does every single week. I mean, 1,100 yards rushing, 8 touchdowns, 210 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns with that. Like, every week, week in and week out, doesn't matter.
Who is that, Saquon?
Yeah.
He's got 1,100? I thought he's got almost 1,400. Well, that's what I'm looking at. At least 1,392 is what he's got for the year.
Is that on ESPN?
Yeah, NFL Stat Leaders 2024.
Oh, I'm looking at the MVP race, so maybe this hasn't been updated in a minute.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I just wanted to...
Oh, that was November 20th, so this bitch, Brooke Poyer from ESPN.
Barack Obama's what I thought you were about to say.
No shot, dude.
No way! I was gonna say Barack Obama. What do you mean?
Hey, you said you were like Barack. I was like, what?
That's a Baruch because I'm fucking autistic and I have a hard time reading. Okay, Dan.
Okay,
and I'm camera shy, so you know.
Damn. By the way, top 2 leaders in tackles, 2 Colts players.
Yeah, because they suck. They have to do. They're tackling 150.
They're out there all the time, right?
They're literally out there the whole game. They have like 158 snaps more than the guy underneath them, Raycon Smith. Like,
oh, that's crazy.
But one thing about Nick Cross is a fucking safety. Like, he shouldn't be 116 tackles.
Yeah, true.
He's a safety. He does play more of a hybrid role and plays kind of a walk down linebacker. But regardless, but Zaire last 4 years he's been leading the league in tackles, and he hasn't got any defensive awards. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know how these things work, man.
Popularity, man. Popularity.
Probably. Good shit, man. Well, yeah, that's all I just wanted to talk about MVP real quick.
No, good point. That's why I need you guys here. This is why I need you folks to help me. Okay. If I did this by myself, it would be a 3.5 minute fucking podcast.
Oh, let's go.
I'm like, okay, well, here we go. That was fun.
Hey, that'd be a new style. Never heard of, dude. How long's your podcast? It runs for about 3.5, 4 minutes.
3.5 minutes in and out, man. You know, get your sip of coffee, get your creamer in it. By the time you're mixing it up, the motherfucker's in. Then, all right.
Yeah, you can't even take your first sip for it. It's too hot. No way.
That's right. No way. If you haven't seen my ticker down here, I got the college football rankings 1 through 5 on there. I got our YouTube where you can find us, guys. So if you like this podcast, subscribe and follow along with us. I'm gonna start streaming a little bit more. I got a farming simulator. I got a farm all hooked up, ready to go. We're gonna be raising some cattle and probably growing some marijuana in the greenhouses. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time, and I'm gonna keep it open. So if you guys have Farming Simulator 22, and I'll give you the mods list. You guys can join us and kind of help us out on the farm. Man, we need all hands that we can get. I can't pay very well, but I promise you, we'll get you some toys once we get a little bit more money on the farm. So we'll do that. And then obviously college football, we got to keep rebuilding Navy right now. We got a lot of 5-star recruits coming in as we get to end of season number 2 already. So stay tuned with that. It's been a fun ride over there. But without further ado, we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for joining who has joined tonight. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Everyone have a good Thanksgiving and be safe. And we hope to see you on the next one.
Adios.